Fire got Bumpy103. Fire got Bumpy103 from NY.
C.
NYC.
City. Spent a lot of time in Jersey, but we New York bred.
What part of Jersey?
Teaneck.
What?
You know where that's at?
Teaneck?
Teaneck. It's right outside of the city.
I never heard of it. The name Bumpy103.
All right. Well, I got the name Bumpy. We all know the old Harlem gangster Bumpy Johnson.
Exactly. Legend.
Right. Well, when I was like 12, 13, I used to collect a lot of the Source magazines. Mm-hmm. So I used to get a lot of subscriptions to the crib, and one of them had the full article on Bumpy Johnson. Mm-hmm. So I admired it. I felt the comparisons, and I just took on the name. The 103 is the street block where I'm from, 103rd Street, Amsterdam Ave, Douglas Projects. So I just put that to it. It rhymed, it sounded good, so it just stuck.
Entertainment, what's that all about?
That's basically my label, my LLC, my entertainment company, and it started off as music, and
look how he's sitting. Y'all gotta see how he's sitting in his chair. Like, look at it.
It started off as a music label, and I'm just branching off to all type of things: fashion, movies, arts, anything that deals with.
I love the hair. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the liquor. Shout out to my homegirl right here, Tamara. She labeled me the new brand, the brand ambassador. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the brand is Rio Personaggio. It's Italian. And what does it mean again?
Well, personaggio means character. Describes me.
Okay.
To the T.
I love it. It describes me too.
Yep.
So this is the brand. I love it. This is the second hoodie that she gave me. The first one I love, this one I love, and we just out here just representing and trying to work and do what we do.
I'm glad that you representing, because you know what, my brand is, I have a predominantly male fan base, right?
Okay.
So originally this was my, I don't have it up there no more. My old logo had my face on it, right? So you can probably see
That's
it
the one that I said
on the microphones, right?
I love that one.
Oh,
So,
right.
That's my old. So that was predominantly a female type of thing. So my fan base is male, so I had to kind of like make it more of a guy a guy type of thing that guys would want to wear.
Okay.
And it's cool that you're willing to wear her stuff, because some guys feel like some type of way about pushing
a female
brand. Yeah, because I was getting that a lot, so I had to change my stuff up a little bit for them.
That's funny, because I buy a lot of female stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, some things I like, and it's female, and it's like, sometimes it's colorful. Like them Air Max I just had that you give me the shirt for.
Yes.
Those are a woman's shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I like it, I liked it.
Right. Yeah, I don't see what's the difference, because women, like, I wear a lot of male stuff too.
Exactly.
I wear a lot of male sneakers and t-shirts and stuff.
So it goes hand in hand.
I think this was in the male department.
That's a dope shirt. I meant to say that. Like,
at
that's
Walmart,
super
you know what
dope.
I'm saying?
Really?
Everything.
Like that black and that pink and that that's dope.
Yeah, like, I know you a producer too, right? Kinda.
Yes. But I'm not a producer. I'm not a composer. A composer is somebody that makes music.
All right.
I'm a producer to where I can put music together.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought you was like making the beats too. Because some people make the beats and they call that producing.
Right.
So.
They're really composers, but what makes them producers if they can, pick out a beat and pick out an artist and put something together. That's what makes you a producer.
Memorable place you went.
Memorable place. Definitely California is a
Really?
California was a memorable place. I just shot the video. Shout out to Shay Nut. We just shot the video for Down for the Come Up. And I stayed on Venice Beach, and I almost was like ready not to come back home.
Yeah, until you get hit with the earthquake or something.
Right, then that's different.
The earthquake or the mudslide or the bugs that kill you.
Until then, it's cool, but
right.
I'm not really looking forward to those.
Them spiders out there, forget it. Like, you be on a whole other situation.
Yeah, that's a different kind of, natural disaster.
How long you been an artist?
All my life, basically, really.
All your life?
Seriously.
Diaper.
Kind of. But seriously, by 16, 17 years old.
You just skipped like a whole...
I mean, because before that, I couldn't consider myself an artist. I was young. I was, I always wrote and I always did stuff like that. But I couldn't say I was a serious artist at 8 years old.
Right. So like 16 then?
16, 17, I was in studios actually recording.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. What's the most exciting part about like being in the studio?
For me, hearing the outcome after everything is mixed down, what I heard in my head before everything, and when everything's done, how it sounds. That's the most exciting part to me. The outcome.
On your phone?
I do.
Yeah, you're not scared. Like I always used to be scared to do that.
Why?
Because if you lose, because my notes sometimes disappear, so I would just be scared to do that.
Oh, thank God I haven't had that experience. I never lost anything.
You better hope you don't.
Like
because
that.
I lost my notes before, and I keep notes for stuff like for air it out, and I just copy and paste it.
Damn.
And I would lose like all my notes, and I was just like, oh man.
Please God, no. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know either. I was like, but I be praying it don't ever happen. It happened like 2 times to me.
Really?
That's why I'm like, oh, y'all crazy.
That's never happened.
Maybe put it in your Gmail and type it out that way.
I should. I just never had a problem.
Like, you don't write nothing.
Not handwritten, no. Because, your phone is so convenient. It's right there on the spot. We're so used to using our phones. So
True.
I just trained.
Typos, you don't got Right? It's easier.
It's easier.
What if your phone dies though? It's like
I try to make sure that it's charged up. I'm all about preparation. So if I'm doing anything, anywhere, I'm trying to make sure all my T's are crossed, my I's are dotted.
So unique, because it's all these artists out here. Like, what makes you so different from everybody else? Is everybody saying, yeah, I'm dope and I'm fly, and like, what makes you stand out? Other than against everybody else.
I just try to be original. If everybody's going left, I'm going right. So I just originality. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
Whatever's out, I'm not trying to fit in. I'm not trying to ride a wave. I know what I like, and I just try to create something that's new and just totally different from anything that's out there.
Yeah. That needs to be done to kind of slow some of it down. Like, is it the artists that need to stop flashing, or is it just they need to figure out how to stop these people from finding out where they are, like, because they're the only ones like that know where they are unless they telling them where they are all the time.
Yeah.
So like, how do we fix this? Because a lot of people are dying.
To be honest, I really don't know, because it's the hood. You know what I'm saying? The hood mentality and the hood people have crossed over into the entertainment industry. Yeah. And until the hood figures out how to change their perception, the way of thinking, the way of moving and everything, it's going to be the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? And it's deep. You got to understand these young kids that are out here that's promoting violence or whatever the case may be. They're young and their parents are young too. So it comes from home. It's a generational curse. It's deep. So you gotta have that mindset to kind of want different, to see different, to think different, or somebody around you that's gonna be the influence to say, hey, listen, like, this is not what we want to do here. Like, what's the point of making it out and going backwards? It doesn't make sense.
On target, like right now, because it's so easy.
But it's our fault. It's our fault. You have to take accountability. It's our fault.
Yeah. They don't want to think. They don't. When I was talking to people, they don't think it's our fault at all. Like, they feel like it's their fault. Mostly.
Whose fault? Who else? Who's
people
to blame?
that just want to come up. I mean, it's their fault too, but you know what I'm saying? It's more of a thing where if you flashing your stuff,
you're asking for it.
You don't see Bill Gates
Exactly.
That's the person y'all need to be trying to get, but he hard to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's not in the hood flashing in front of a bunch of people, you know,
Right.
or trying to prove a point or this or that.
Fact. What's the most memorable place you performed at?
Memorable place. We did a lot of strip clubs. Those were fun.
Yeah, I seen some of that.
Those were fun.
He said those were fun. Why? Because it was the ladies, or it was more?
Just the atmosphere, the whole vibe period was a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was different from performing in certain places where people don't know you. They don't know your music, so they're just standing there just watching you.
The strippers ain't.
Right, in a strip club, it's not like that.
Right.
It's everybody is dancing, having a good time. They don't care if they know the words or not. Actually, they're gonna pick up the words
gonna move
as
in
they
it
go.
anyway.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So those were fun. I did the hip hop festival in Arizona, and that was dope. That was dope. It was work.
Arizona's fucking hot.
It's hot.
It's hot out there.
It definitely is hot. And I went in November, and it was still warm.
Like pretty much twerking on you while you don't get distracted by like all the ass or
Twerking on me where, in a strip club?
yeah, she was like backing it up.
No, because that's all part of the performance.
I don't know. I would probably forget what I was doing. If a guy was like all up on me, I'll probably be like, what was I about to say? I'll be fucking forgetting everything.
Everybody's different, but you know when it's showtime, you gotta know, what we doing here. At the same time, she gotta be thinking the same thing, because if she's dancing, she can't be distracted by me. She gotta do what she's supposed to be doing.
She don't got no routine though. You know you gotta have like a routine with your song and
True.
They say the strip club is where all the songs really happen. Like if your song can make it there, then it can make it anywhere. You believe that?
I believe it. If people dance to your song and like your song and never heard your song before, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing, because in these times people have to know the artist and know who you are. It's not like how back in the day we just hear something, we like it, and we go for it. So
is the food really good though? Because I haven't eaten in a strip club yet. I'm trying to eat at one, but when I go there, it's like in and out.
I don't remember eating in a strip club.
They said the food is really good. Is
It
the
probably
food good,
is.
y'all? Have you ever tried?
It probably is. I'm sure it is. I don't remember eating in a strip drinking.
Just drinking.
Just drinking.
I remember back in the day, my ex had went to the strip club, and I don't know if they do it now, but do they keep your phones in the like booth thingy?
No, certain places do. In Puerto Rico, they did.
Okay.
They was on me about my phone.
Yeah, they well, a while ago. This is how long ago it was. The day they was, I guess they must have got his phone. Like they hold your phone there because they didn't want you to videotape at that time.
Right.
So, the girls in the booth was calling the girlfriends and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was like, you know where your man at? I'm like, who is this? And she was like, yeah, this such and blah 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 at the strip club. I'm like, oh okay. She was like, well he here, this and that. I'm like, oh okay, that's what's up. Cause it didn't bother me that he was there, but what happened was his ass didn't tell me he was going.
Okay.
So I was mad about that part.
Okay.
But I was like, all right, well that's what's up. Like I'm like, you ain't mad, I'm like, no, you cool. But
And
I didn't know that's what
up.
them girls be doing.
I didn't know that neither. Like, why were they doing that for looking out for you, or were they kind of?
No, they were looking out for me, not for him.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Or were they kind of cause trouble? Like,
right. That's basically what they were doing. Okay, that's what's up.
Why would they do that though?
I don't know. I never, because I guess he didn't have a lock on his phone at the time, so they was just calling anybody they can get a hold of. But they definitely called me.
Hold up, they called you from his phone?
Yes.
Oh,
so when he got home, I'm like, where was you at? And he was like, oh, we went to such. I said, you ain't going nowhere else? And he like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. I'm like,
oh, he was lying.
Yeah, he got caught in the lie.
Oh,
because she had already told me you was there. So
that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's the story. Like, for real. So men, be careful, y'all. Hold y'all phone in a booth.
Yeah, that's crazy, because somebody would have grabbed my phone and called a number. Somebody would have got smacked. Like,
you wouldn't have known until later. You would have been gone.
Nah, there's no way. Because their phone was in a box somewhere and somebody just took it and picked up the phone?
Yeah, like when they hold the phone in there.
That's different.
And then you leave, and then when you check out, you get your phone back.
Okay.
And so by the time, he gone. You go by then.
Nah, that's crazy. I'm coming back.
You come back to get your phone, but
Right.
you said you coming back.
I'm coming back once I figure out somebody was playing with my phone.
Yeah, but how you gonna figure out who it was though?
I mean, at the end of the day, you told him like, yo, if I'm dealing with somebody, let them tell me like, yo, somebody was calling me from your phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like who?
Sure enough, did. I was like, thank you. Like
Feelings. I had to sacrifice feelings.
your feelings?
Yeah, because you look for support for certain people that you think supposed to support you and be with you along the ride, your friends, your day ones, or whoever the case may be.
Right.
And it's not always like that, and you might feel personal about it, but I had to let a lot of that go.
Yeah, feelings do get in the way.
Yeah.
But they say you're supposed to be selfish though.
You have to learn to be selfish because not everybody, but when you're not a selfish person, the first thing you think of is if I'm going somewhere, I'm bringing everybody with me. Mm-hmm. But then after a while, once you realize that everybody ain't supposed to go with you,
facts.
Then you gotta get selfish.
Yeah.
And then people don't like when you're selfish.
Aaliyah post like you love Aaliyah.
I love Aaliyah.
I was
God
like,
bless her.
love
God bless her.
Aaliyah.
That's funny that you said that. You really see a lot. You picked that
Yeah,
up.
you got a lot of posts. It was probably about 5 or 6 posts. I mean, which I thought was, it wasn't a lot, but if you post that many times,
it's enough to catch on.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that was one. I was like, wait a minute, was that? No.
That's crazy you said that because I didn't really, think about it like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
You post a lot of
I never forget. I went to go buy. Well, first of all, I remember I was in 4th grade and a white girl bought me the AJ Nothing But a Number tape.
Oh, right.
That was dope. But when she passed, I remember going to Virgin record stores and cutting school and going to buy the Aaliyah album. And yeah, it's one of my favorite artists.
I've seen her live. I'm
really?
glad I've seen her live.
Wow.
She was here in Philly at Powerhouse, and that was actually the first and only Powerhouse I ever went to. And I remember my uncle got his nosebleeds, and we had binoculars. And
Damn, that's real.
But look, like he hooked us up because we had binoculars and we was passing them, and I was like, "Oh snap, that's Aaliyah!" And she was, she was just learning how to dance somewhere.
Okay.
It was like her beginning stages.
Right.
But I'm so glad I got a chance to see
That's
her.
an experience. Big R&B head.
Right.
So I'm gonna say a lot of R&B artists that I like.
Okay. Let me hear.
I'm a big Tanashi fan. I love time. I'm a big Mary J. Blige fan.
Mary?
Yeah, great. The early Mary though. The early Mary.
Singing wise?
Yeah, Share My World. After Share My World, you don't like Share My World?
I think Mary's a okay singer.
I
ain't gonna say she can sing.
All right, I'm gonna say this because sometimes I'm gonna say this. Certain people are not the best singers, but
you just
but overall, artist-wise,
okay,
like a song overall.
All right.
She had good music.
Okay,
I love Mariah Carey.
All right, the
guys, R&B or rap?
R&B.
R&B. Usher's dope. Usher got a new song out right now that's dope.
Yeah, I heard it. It's pretty good.
I like Jeremiah. Guy on the way up here, love Guy.
Oh wow.
Love
right?
Yeah, I can go on. R. Kelly.
Oh man. I know some people still love R. Kelly.
Musically, personally,
right.
No, of course not.
Isn't it go like they're gonna be like, alright, it's been over a certain period of time.
You can't
after 7 years, like bad credit.
Nah,
think they should let it go?
You can't let that go because you're a pedophile and you're doing that's the devil's work. You can't let that go.
Okay,
I can't let it go. But that's personally.
Right.
Musically,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
The lessons that you learned in this business. People learn a lot of lessons, but I'm dying to hear what your lesson is.
You do. Like before, I learned that just sometimes, it's going to be a lonely road. You're going to have to do a lot by yourself.
Tell me about it.
You know, and everybody doesn't have the same work ethic as you, or mind frame, or intentions, or support system.
Right.
So, you know, after a while, you kind of just outgrow people, and you have to just focus on yourself. If you can, you know, if you know that you're going to get the job done, then I'm going to rely on myself and just kind of wean out everything. What's supposed to fit in will fit in, but until then, it's a lonely road, and I'm completely fine with that.
We hang with a lot of people or whatever.
I usually travel by myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm a loner. I'm a Cancer. I'm real big on just doing things alone.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I move better that way. I feel like
it's easier.
It's just too much weight to be carrying and taking care
Absolutely.
of people. I used to do that a lot. Just I be having a whole bunch of people around me, and then you like they don't have it, and you gotta take care of them, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. It's like having kids. You know what I mean? Extra kids you just don't want. And, you know, it just get old after a while.
My thing is everybody has their own ideas and how they want things to go. And that's fine. Just not on my time, you know.
Thank you.
Do your thing. Whatever ideas you got and you want to do, go do that. Yeah, that's
like, I gotta, you know.
Right.
I don't mind suggestions, though. Like, it's always good to have suggestions. But they get mad when you don't want to do it the way they want it done, and then they get frustrated, and it's like, but this is my shit. You know?
If I want suggestions or opinions, I'm gonna have those people around for that. They'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I don't need that, then it's not.
You made posted up a quote, and they said, "Money isn't nothing. It's how you flip it is everything." And that is true to me, but like explaining to people like what you mean by that, like, because some people feel like at the end of the day, money is everything. You know what I'm saying? For me, money isn't nothing because it comes and goes so quick.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But to everybody else, it's like it's everything. You know.
I feel like people that never had money.
That's what it is.
It's everything. You know.
Oh my God.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say I come from a rich family or anything, but I always hustled.
Right.
Or my mother always, you know, hustled. So money wasn't really, you know, money didn't make us.
Right.
When we had fun, most of the, to tell the truth, a lot of things when you was broke, it was better then. We didn't have no money, you didn't have to worry about money, everything was fun. So money is just a tool for you to, you know, to pay bills, to take care of your family, to enjoy your life. But it's not everything. It don't make you happy. If I'm sitting here dying, what's money going to do?
It can also make you miserable as fuck. That's why people still be killing themselves.
Of course.
Because even though you think that you got money or whatever the case is, it's like you trying to hide it, you trying to protect it.
Right.
You do all these things to keep it safe.
Right.
And you just, it doesn't make you happy at all. I be telling people this all the time. It's like, it's probably more stressful than not having no money.
They say more money, more problems, right?
You ain't lying about it.
That's what they say. So, you know, but I think it's a mind frame. You know, it has to be a mind frame. You have to be a solid person in order to deal with a lot of money.
True. I was going to ask you, why is faith so important to you?
Faith?
Yeah.
Because you have to believe. You have to believe in everything that you believe in and what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to have faith. You got to believe what you can't see, what's not in front of you. You know? You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in...
Do you believe in fate or do you believe in luck? Because some people don't believe in...
I believe in faith because I'm not a lucky person. Like,
you know?
As far as I feel like I have angels and a spiritual protection that keeps me out of a lot of things. But as far as hitting the lottery, no.
Oh, well.
I don't have that kind of luck.
Welcome to the club.
You know what I'm saying? But faith kind of thing. I believe in, you know, things that you can't see.
I used to have a really bad gambling problem.
Really?
Bad. Like, I don't have any habits besides cursing. And that's what made me, like, really just cut down all my habits. But I used to have a really bad gambling problem. I would go cash my check, boom, pop the trunk, and then take more money out, boom, boom, boom. fucked up, and I got evicted.
It was like that.
It was like that, and that's when I was like, that's it. I slept in my car for like a week until like I got my money back up. It was I had to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was such a, and I was like 18.
Oh
I had my
wow,
own
you were
crib.
young.
Yeah, I couldn't go back home because it would have been like, why you
Right,
here?
right.
And like, then I would have to explain that I lost my apartment.
I lost everything, gambling.
Yeah, but I didn't lose it. Like they locked me out.
Okay.
And then
I know
it's still technically a lockout.
I know all about it. Trust me, I know about the eviction.
It's funny because I could talk about it now because you older and you passed it, whatever. But like, at that time, I wouldn't be caught dead talking about that. Ooh.
Of course, went through it, and sometimes a lot of people wasn't there, especially if you say at 18. I'm pretty sure a lot of your friends didn't have their own at the time and understand you.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It really was, and I was just like, because I'm like the mature one and responsible, and for me to do something like that, that was like totally dumb. Oh, I was like, you know better. Like I just slept in the car, went to the gym, washed up there, just had to just deal with it.
The struggle. That's the struggle. That's the grind right there.
And I had a good job though, so luckily it only took me a week to
double
back up. Like
shit, that's actually pretty good. A lot of people.
Yeah.
So.
Everything early.
Yeah.
That's why now I'll be like, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do that.
Over
it's like,
that.
Go to,
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm over partying. I did everything way too early. So now I'm like,
that's good. You got it out your system. You learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
But now you feel like old grandma.
Not necessarily. It's just now it's new things for you to look forward to and to do.
Yeah, like watch TV.
No, you gotta travel and go see the world and meet different people and different things.
You love to party.
I do. I'm never gonna kick it. I can't.
You look like a party animal.
I'm never gonna kick it.
You look like a party. You will.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Everybody gets tired after a while.
I love it though. I thrive.
You got
off
kids?
of it. I got a son.
Okay.
10-year-old.
That would usually slow you down a little bit, but you still like no?
No, I got so much energy, and due to past experiences, a lot of trouble and a lot of I didn't have my whole 20s. I didn't have fun.
Oh, that's probably why. Because you late.
I was
early.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I had fun. Don't get me wrong, but majority of my 20s,
you was in trouble.
It was rough. So it was a lot of dark times. It was depressed. It was a lot of this and that.
Yeah.
So once I got out of that, I'm back to. I want to have fun. I want to be happy. I want to be in an atmosphere where it's lit and
So you was late and I was early. Basically,
right.
That was it. That's how it is. I feel like that with men. You know how men be still trying to party, like they be still trying to, you see the older guys still trying to pimp and stuff.
Keep up and
Yeah, you know why? Because a lot of them, they had kids and they was struggling in the beginning.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, all my kids is grown. I don't gotta pay child support.
Right.
I'm good. I got a job. And now they still living like they 20.
Not only that, men mature slower. See, females, you gotta understand, females were going to the clubs at 14, sometimes 13, 14, 15. We wasn't doing that. So we didn't get to experience things like a lot of girls did because it was easy for y'all. Put on some makeup, get a fake ID, y'all in the club.
I did have fake IDs.
Of course. That's how
I had a couple of those
went.
ones. You know what? I actually got in trouble with one of them. I was flying I was going down one street. I was going like 100. Like, see, I'm terrible, like, because I just had such a bad girl image, like, when I was younger.
Right.
And I would just be driving, not giving a fuck. Because I had so much money and good job. And I always, and, I had a banging body and just, I just had everything. I had my own crib and all that. It just was spoiled. You know what I mean? It just was like, I'll do what I want to do. Fuck y'all. I'll be driving anywhere, park anywhere, do what I want. And then I'm driving out and I had my fake IDs with me pulled over and they like, this not you. I had like 3 IDs in my shit. Like all fucked up. Like, which one of these is you? Like they over there laughing and shit at me and shit because I got 3 IDs. So
they caught up, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I can't be doing this shit. It's like fucking crazy. So yeah, that was like my.
That was the last. That was the last straw.
I couldn't do it no more. I was still getting stuff and I wasn't getting carded. So I really didn't even need it.
Cause you're
You know
a
what I mean?
female, man.
Exactly.
Y'all
And now
get
that you
different
said
treatment. It get different treatment.
Facts, cause y'all couldn't get in like that.
No, and that's why guys are so slow. Like a lot of stuff. I didn't have no older sister or anything, so I wasn't hip to the female game on how things was done. I had to learn watching girls. They go in the clubs. I couldn't even understand that shit. I'm 14 years old, still trying to ask somebody to buy a Dutch or some cigarettes, and y'all girls are in the club dealing with older guys. So girls mature faster. So you might feel like, man, I done did all that.
Yeah, I am. I'm over the shit.
Right, catch up, like.
Yeah, you like, I'm still having fun. Like,
Right,
I'm
exactly.
like, nigga, will you hurry up and get it?
Right.
Now that you say that makes so much more sense now. 'Cause I'm like, you know, and yeah, I get it. I definitely was moving way too fast. I was doing way too much stuff too early.
You have fun.
You know, I never did. I never like really did drugs or whatever. I just would drink. I think I smoked weed a couple times, but like I never like did no hard stuff. Thank God.
Thank God.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a couple times. I don't know how I made it home drinking. Like I was just fucking up. Like
Yes, you don't know how you got home, but you got there.
I don't know how I was so twisted, just living reckless. Like that's why I'm like, how you crazy? I can't do it.
Well, somebody was watching over you.
Yeah. Somebody definitely was. I don't know how the fuck I did it. I was riding dirty and everything else. I just didn't care. I just didn't care. I was reckless. So now they got Uber, so thank God.
Right.
Be like, Uber me a ride.
Right.
You know. It is. And then you went in New York, so you gotta move way more faster, or you know.
Definitely true, but it's more convenient. Just like Philly, it's a city too. It's convenient now, you know, just to get on the subway, get on the bus.
I ain't getting on no subway.
Uber. Yeah, you could do it. Once you do, it's all
The
right.
subway over there is a little bit more harsher than Philly.
Philly got a subway?
You heard this thing? What?
I always, you know what?
What you mean? Do we got a subway? Yes.
I mean, I've never really got to like.
Yeah, we got a subway like y'all.
Okay.
Y'all is more harder to me. I think y'all is more vicious.
What's hard about it?
I mean, it's just a lot more going on. And
More people?
No, it's a lot more going on. Because I've driven some of them before. You know, I've got on some of the trains. I just don't like to.
Okay.
But y'all got a lot of stuff.
I don't think not so much anymore.
Really?
New York is cleaned up. Yes, New York is not the same.
Okay.
New York is not the same.
What happened? Oh, Corona?
No, you crazy? New York is about to be only for rich people. Everybody is
Really?
being pushed out of New York City. You
You
cannot.
can go get pickpocketed in New York in a heartbeat.
Not anymore. No,
Okay.
not anymore. Not to say that things don't happen, but New York is on. Philly, a lot more goes on in Philly than New York. Trust and believe that.
We need to do a debate on that.
What? I put my money on that a lot more happens.
You must be in like a good part of New York or something. I don't know.
Nah, the New York has changed. It's not the same. There's
Really?
cameras everywhere. Crime is down. Besides the
They ain't gonna stop
pandemic.
people from doing stuff.
Yeah, right. When
They
your
don't-
ass is
they ain't
getting
stopping
10
from doing
years
stuff over here.
for pickpocketing somebody, you gonna cool out.
Really? Okay. I don't know. I think it's vicious.
Nah,
No?
it's not like how it used to be.
Okay. I mean, it's such a great place to be, though. You get inspired. You come from New York, you be like, yes, I can do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you just get like this energy. You be like, yeah. And I used to ride home, be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck shit up when I get
That's
back.
a fact, right?
But you do feel
It
like
gives you a battery. It gives you that battery.
Do. You just be like, oh man.
Yeah.
You know. That's what's up.
You know that's home. You know, and it keeps you grounded. It keeps you moving fast.
You look like you from Jersey though, like straight up Jersey.
Really?
Or, yeah.
I mean,
Other
shout
than the
out
hat.
to Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey. I'm a New Yorker all the way.
I don't hear the accent though. I think that's what it is too.
You said you don't
I
hear
don't
it?
hear it.
That's because I know how to speak now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm on the radio show. I'm going to make sure I speak clear. I'm going to
Right.
make sure that everybody can understand me. But if I'm in the street talking my slang and start talking fast, you're going to be looking at me like, what is he talking about?
What is this? SV Marketing LLC?
SV Marketing LLC. Wow, that's actually my son's mother, her company. We was Did a lot of work together.
Is that still active, y'all?
No, she's not as active as she used to be, but she helped me a lot as far as marketing. I learned a lot of marketing from her.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we worked.
Acknowledging the baby mama.
No, it's a fact. Shout out to my son's mother, SV. We did a lot together for a long time.
That's what's up. Why y'all not together?
I think
shit happens.
Yeah, I think, we were young, or younger, I'm not gonna say young. And you just, sometimes you grow apart. People are different. You grow apart, and sometimes you may have not meant to be together
at that time, maybe
intimately. Sometimes you realize that maybe you were better off as friends or partners, you know what I'm saying?
What's up with the music? You got music out right now?
I do. I have my single out, Down for the Come Up, featuring Shay Nut Watts. Shay Nut Watts.
What the fuck?
Shay Nut.
Is that a girl or boy?
That's a female, yes.
Okay, Shay Nut.
Shay Nut. It's the homegirl from Watts, California. She's hard body. I fucks with her all the way. And we did the video a couple weeks ago. And it just feels good, It's the first single off my EP that's coming out in December. Glow in the Dark.
Glow in the dark. So many things.
It's been plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been through eviction. I've been through, no lights in the crib, or sleeping on the floor, or 15 of us in an apartment living.
15?
Yeah.
Wait, you talking about your mom and them?
No, I'm talking about like the hood, the streets, guys and girls. We all living together.
Damn.
Right. Or, rough times. The craziest times has been with my son and his mother. Like we really went through the struggle when I think back at it. You know what I'm saying? And
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Was that during the time when you was still being an artist too? Because I know that was hard.
Absolutely. Being an artist actually is what helped me get through a lot of stuff. Because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you my problems. I'm not gonna sit here and just, put my energy out on you. I might be feeling like the world's ending, but you're not gonna know it. Only speak and have certain conversations with people that can relate to you. That can relate to the struggle.
But you won't ever know until
you kind of pick up on people. If you just sit back and listen, you'll hear somebody say certain things, and then you can chime in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Because people would never know that about me. They'd be like, "No, you doing good. You wouldn't understand." I'm like, "Nigga, yes I do."
Right.
But I'm not sitting around like talking about all my
Exactly.
So they don't know the struggle I had to do to get everything that I have. To this day. It's like, oh, all they see is this. It's like, no, I struggled.
I feel like you have to explain your struggle when you have to make a point sometimes. Like, when you're making a point, that's when you kind of bring up, well, listen, I had to go through this. I had to go through that. Like, it's not that bad, or you can overcome it. You know what I'm saying?
The music out, and it's out everywhere, right? On all platforms?
Everywhere on all streaming platforms.
Okay. That's what's up. You got anything else you want to let them know?
The album Glow in the Dark is coming out. I'm pushing for December 27th, fourth quarter. Okay. So we're gonna end off 2020 right and start off 2021 correctly. I'm gonna probably do a video for every song. Shout out to all the artists I worked with this year. My boy Slim. Shout out to Ruger. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Yana. Shout out to Shay Nut.
Who's the girl that just, what's her name?
Tamara, my homegirl Tamara outside. Rio Personaggio. That's how we doing it. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me. I've been tuned into Airitoutradio for years.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Years. I've been following you guys for years.
I did. I seen a couple posts on the page. I was like, that's what's up.
For years. I can say 2016.
Yeah, that's that song. So you like what I see? Wait, so you like what you see? You like Get With The Program. You remember that
program?
Song?
You like
what you
the
see?
program?
Who sing that song?
I think that's intro.
Was it intro? I
think
wanted to
that's
say guy,
intro.
but I know it's not
Nah,
guy.
that's not guy. I think that's intro. That's my jam. I know exactly what you're talking about.
As soon as you said that, I'm like,
That's
came in
funny.
my head.
The program.
You with the program.
That's my
People don't even
joint.
say that no more. Like, you with the
People
program.
don't even know that song.
They
How
probably
about
don't.
that?
They probably don't.